Hello. Welcome to the Chasing Ebenezer Show.
Heidi has a new musical instrument.
This is where we act like weirdos and create. We encourage you to create with us. Yeah, these are like...
You're going to do this the whole show, aren't you?
No, I'm not. I'm not that annoying.
I didn't say you were annoying.
I'm only a little annoying.
I'm Benjamin, and this is Heidi, in case you were wondering. Big shout out to our patrons. Thank you so much for supporting us each month. Woo! If you are not a patron and want to become one, go to patreon.com, go to Chasing Ebenezer, and pick a dollar amount. It could literally be $1, and you will get a pre-release of our EP, Farewell Innocence. It should be already available to patrons. If you
didn't get it,
please message us and let us know, and we will fix that right away. So, yeah. Well, this is the part of the show where we talk about what we're excited about.
Well, I
about?
forgot. I had something in mind. Oh, I know. So I'm excited because we're going to take my dad and his dog, Oakley.
Oh, yeah.
There's a restaurant that is kind of like outside-ish, and they let dogs come. So we're going to take him to Level Beer. They let people come too. So I'm really excited that there's places in town where you can take your dog.
Still do that. And they have food carts. They have really good food carts, and I'm excited about that now, too.
Okay, what are you excited about?
I'm excited about, we have 2 shows coming up. And anytime that we get to play live music, if you're a musician and you have been affected by this year, you understand that to play live music is a real gift. So I'm excited that we get to play on Halloween at the Silverton Crafters Market. I think a few of our bandmates are going to be dressing up in costumes. At least 2
We're going to be rock stars.
We're just going to go as ourselves.
That's what I'm going to go as.
And I'm also excited because we just got booked at the Kennedy School, McMenamins, on November 21st.
And we hope we don't get sick. We hope that, last time we had to cancel our show because we weren't sure if we had COVID or not. So we're hoping for. So
I'm very, very, very excited about that. I got my in-ear monitors and got to use them last Sunday. That was super fun because that's what I was excited about.
Oh, okay. I probably zoned out if it was techie.
Yeah. I only said a few words. So anyway,
you're excited about that.
I'm excited about that. So we're talking about Halloween and pumpkins and all that.
I love our pumpkins.
I
love them. I'm so excited about them.
I accept my pumpkin as it is.
I love it. I think it's so cool. We were too lazy to actually carve them because I think the idea of carving a pumpkin is so romantic and, I'm going to carve my pumpkin, but it's actually a lot of work.
It's like gutting an animal. It's just so gross.
I was too lazy this year to actually carve one. So I made the Shire, Bilbo's little...
Yes, you did. Oh, it's so
And it's a good workout, too.
Are you going to hold it for the rest of the show?
No, I'm not that motivated.
I'm not just dead sure what I made, to be honest. I kind of walked in. I was in a bad mood when we started doing this.
Oh, good to know.
And I just kind of picked a bunch of colors that I liked or that I was scared of. Because, when you're doing a piece of artwork, sometimes it's good to pick the color that scares you and try to do stuff with it. Obviously, the crimson red was what scared me. So I made a handprint with an eye on it. And someone said it kind of looked like the Uruk-hai, handprint and
is that
from Lord of the Rings.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Since you had the Shire.
Yeah. Okay.
So, I don't know. I just started painting and found out what I was doing.
I think it looks great.
Yeah.
So post us pictures of your pumpkins.
Yes, especially if you carved it because that's a
lot of work.
That is a lot of work.
Yes. And before we're going to talk about costumes for a second. But one of my probably the best pumpkin carving thing is, not everyone knows this, but I am an award winner. I won a pumpkin carving contest when I was like 10. But let's really be honest. My mom.
Your mom.
Because, yes, it was my pumpkin, but let's be honest. She helped and engineered a lot of that. And so, but I'm just so grateful that she helped me do that. And I won a 10-speed bike. That's pretty exciting when you're a kid. I have to remember,
what did you carve into the pumpkin? Or what did you all carve into the pumpkin?
I mean, yeah, it's a blurry memory who did what part of it. But it was really, well, of course she had, it was a pumpkin with braids, so we made braids. Because I had really long hair.
Yeah.
I have a picture somewhere. Really long braids. a glitter mask. Oh,
okay, that's
and then a
cool.
Minnie Mouse hat, and then we put jacks on the teeth like braces. So it was just very fun. It was very colorful, and yeah. So that was a really sweet memory I have with my mom.
I think the earliest memory I have, not earliest, but one of the ones that always comes to mind when I think of costumes is going to costumes.
Okay, we're gonna transition to the costume phase.
I was in karate, and they had a Halloween party at our club, and I dressed like a vampire.
Yeah.
And my parents painted the red blood on my lips, and I got to wear the teeth, and I just remember drooling a whole lot to that whole thing.
You and I haven't dressed up every year. No. We've been kind of lazy about it lately. But one year, it's so funny. We dressed up as Pebbles and Bam Bam.
Yeah.
But because you were bald and stuff, everyone thought you were the Little Caesars pizza guy.
You see, that's my problem. I get mistaken identity. Because there was another time where we went, and I went as the dude from Duck Dynasty, one of those dudes with beards and camo. And our friend comes downstairs and says, Heidi, you dressed up. Ben, what are you going as?
So you have that stuff in your closet.
Apparently I dress like that
don't
anyway.
Look, you look like you're in costume all the time. So, yeah.
Yeah.
So you are not someone who particularly enjoys dressing up.
I don't, and I can't quite put my finger on all the reasons why. But I think one of the reasons is that that feels like intentionally being a poser to me.
So you think all the costume people are posers?
No, I don't.
Okay,
I truly
just yourself.
don't. Just me.
Just yourself.
I already struggle with wanting to make sure I come across as authentic as possible. And when you dress up and everybody's looking at you and you feel like you're a fake already, that's really, it just causes some stress. So I have issues. Those are my issues.
Sorry about that.
Do you like dressing up?
Well, I sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. Depends how lazy I'm feeling. When I dress up, I like to have it perfectly executed, and it can take a long time to find the right thing. So one year we dressed up as Gilligan and Ginger.
That was fun.
And I felt like we had it down. And Fred and Wilma one year. So yeah, if I can really have the time to make it look right, then I do. But it is a lot of work. I love it when other people dress up. When they all do all the work and I'm just gonna look at them.
We have two friends, Hunter and Kayla.
You guys dress up awesome.
They dress up so good. One time Hunter went as Bob Ross and Kayla went as the squirrel.
Yeah, I love seeing what people do.
Yeah. So the song we're gonna do.
Well, what's their art prompt? You
prompt,
totally skipped ahead of the personal application portion of the show.
Oh, okay. Well, the personal application of the show is two things. One, if you haven't carved a pumpkin or painted a pumpkin or just taken a Sharpie and done something on the pumpkin, do that. It'd be really fun. And then the other is to use the word disguise as your creative prompt. Mm-hmm. Maybe you'll use it to make a disguise for after Halloween, because you don't have to just dress up on Halloween. Or maybe it's just something else. So, yeah.
Okay. There you go. Show us what you're doing.
And the song?
We're going to do Scarborough Fair. That kind of had that. Well, frankly, I couldn't think of another song.
So that one's.
But for some reason, it had like that fair type fun vibe.
Totally.
Even though it's a super melancholy type tune.
It's what we do. So hey, we love you, and we will see you next week. Bye.
Bye.
Scarborough Fair, parsley, sage, rosemary, and thyme. Remember me to one who lives there. He once was a true love of mine. parsley, sage, rosemary, and thyme. In between the salt water and the sea strand, he once was a true love of mine. So are you going to Scarborough Fair? Parsley, sage, rosemary, and thyme. Remember me to one who lives there, for he once was a true